Hey, welcome to FarmCraft. I don't know if you've seen, but going around YouTube recently, there is this Japanese polished foil ball challenge. Basically, you take a roll of tin foil, roll it up into a ball, you compress it by various means, and then you polish it to a shine. I see all these people doing it, and they're not doing it right. So we're going to do it FarmCraft style. There, that is the entire roll. Now we're going to see how close we can get this to the actual density of aluminum, but we're going to use some assistance. I don't know what an arbor press will do to it, but we can find out. Pretty hard, pretty dense, but we can do a lot better than that. It's really pretty amazing how hard that is. Now the problem is it keeps pushing out sideways. If it keeps doing that, I may have to put something around it to contain it better. I've got this adjustable bearing housing, but I am going to try to use it to compress it into a cylinder. That's cool, it even sounds like metal. Now we're going to crush it. I'm going to cut that off, and then I can squeeze it a little more. You hear that noise? That's the relief valve. I'm at my 20 tons. It's not going to get any tighter than that. Feels like I'm pounding on a block of aluminum. Now if I push directly with that, I should have a higher PSI. Alright, now we need to do the same thing to this side. Alright, now the big question. Can I get it out? And can I make it round? There it went. Well, now that surprises me. All those voids in there in spite of all that force. So now, can I make that round? I think I'm going to have to use the press to get round. It's ugly, but I still have my secret weapon. Alright, so this is a little disappointing. What I was hoping would happen was I'd be able to compress this enough into a metal, almost like a malleable solid metal shape, that I could then crunch it into a sphere and use oxyacetylene and melt the edges to get it back into a ball shape. But it's just not going to work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see what density I was able to achieve here. 3.5 inches tall, yeah, about 3.5 inches around. 33.7 cubic inches. So it weighs 2 pounds, 3.4 ounces, 0.0953 pounds per cubic inch. So let's see what the density of aluminum is. Aluminum is 0.098 pounds per cubic inch. I got 0.095, and that gives you an idea. I mean, this thing feels very solid. It's close to solid metal. So what do I do with this? I could give up. I actually thought about it, but Giving up is not something I do very often. Sometimes it's the right move. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But I got another trick up my sleeve for this. Before I do it though, I'm gonna cut this right down the middle with my bandsaw and just get a look at the inside. And then I'm gonna go on to my last trick, and that one's gonna work. That is really cool. Somehow I had a void here, but the inside of that thing is solid. That is really interesting. That is a solid piece. But now we're going to go on to my final secret weapon. So I intentionally didn't degas it or flux it or anything because I'm already cheating by melting it. It felt like I'd really be cheating to do all that. That is cool. So because this was my pattern, the metal one is going to be about 3% smaller due to shrinkage as it cools. There's little casting defects in it, but it's really smoothing up nice. I think that looks awesome. 400. So this is my buffing compound. What do I do with this thing? You want me to crush it in the press, don't you? I'm not ready for all that. leave a comment below what you think I should do with this. Thanks for watching. Take one of these seemingly solid inner pieces and crunch it down. I think it's going to break apart some. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you can see the layers come out once you start to crush it. Yeah, even that's just going to come apart.